Today on my channel, Planner Friends, what happens when you fall behind in your faith study? What does God want you to do? And what does the world try to get you to do? An honest discussion, because guess what? I'm human and I fell behind, but Jesus said, learn from me. So let's talk real talk here, not social media perfection talk. Stay tuned. Hello, planner friends, and welcome to my channel. I'm One Crafty Dolo, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. On Sundays, on my channel, it's all about Jesus, faith studies, Bible studies, and a good mug of tea. So, welcome. If you're new, you're welcome to subscribe and tap the notification bell. I generally upload 3 times a week, and on Sundays, we always focus on faith. I was digging through different things, and I realized I'm behind in my second faith study. And I wanted to come on here and be honest with you, okay? Because I think, unfortunately, social media, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, blah, blah, people get caught up with this idea of perfection. And what I wanted to come on here today and tell you is I am not perfect whatsoever. I'm far from it. And in fact, we all are imperfect. And through God and through Jesus, we achieve heavenly perfection. But here on earth, well, you know what I think? I think sometimes we're just scrubbing along, doing the best we can. And so I fell behind in this planner. And you know what I could have done? I could have gone off camera and caught up and never told you, or I could come on here and be transparent. And that's what I chose to do today. And I'm going to decorate, and we're going to get caught up in here. And we're going to talk about this idea of perfection and versus reality. How's that? So let's go to November. Now, I did get the first week. I finished that. Let me bring you in closer. So yeah, I did finish this, and I dug into some of the different crafty, these are Dollar Tree things. The brads, I think they're flat and kind of squishy in some ways. I think they're from Michael's. They're old though. I dug into some of my older supplies. So as you can see, nothing here, which isn't good. And then, yeah, I'm behind in this. Not terribly far behind, but enough behind. So let me get out my silicone mat and some inks, and let's chat. Okay, so I picked out some of my older various supplies I haven't used in a while. I picked out this, what is it? It's like a cranberry, isn't it? Yeah, mulberry. So close enough. I'm going to move this because it's casting a shadow. It's not super bright today, so I may have to do a filter on this one. I use natural light for my videos. Anyway, I wanted to come on here and talk about what the world tells us and what God and Jesus tell us. All right. And I'm going to be very blunt with you. So buckle up, loves. The world will tell you that not finishing something in the moment is a negative. The world will tell you, and perhaps voices in your head from your family or friends or whomever, your life, will tell you, oh, you never finish anything. You start things and you don't finish them. You never follow through on anything. You know, there's the never, and you always fill in the blank. Well, friends, I used to start journals. I used to start faith studies, and I never finished them. I'm being honest with you. I never finished them. And then about 2 years ago, I sat down with myself, almost since the creation of this channel. And I told myself I was going to do better. I was going to invest in myself because I had spent years investing in everybody else but me. And when the truth of the matter came to pass, my son was doing well. I'm going to put this aside. My son was doing really well. And he was off on his way, and he was happy, and he was great. But you know what? I wasn't. I was still hurting. I was still dealing with the aftermath of some, for me, catastrophic things that had happened to me. And I decided it was never going to turn around if I didn't take the time and start looking at myself through the lens of whom God created me to be versus the life I was living. I don't know how else to say it. That's exactly what happened. And it was at that moment, I had previously turned my life over to God with my illness and my life. But this was different. This was about investing in my time and myself and my energy. And I really wanted to change how I saw myself. And you know what? I did. I really did. I sat there and said, I can do more than I'm doing. I need to do more for myself. I was so bloody burnt out from life that I just didn't know which way to turn. And so, yeah, that was Ash Wednesday of 2022. And I said, no more. I had thought about Bible journaling. I could have, I would have, I should have, and I never did. And then one day I thought, I've accomplished a number of things in my life. Why can't I stick with this? I'm going to move this mat. And that's where I want you to meet me today in this process. And I want you to realize something. Maybe you started some things and maybe you didn't quite finish them. God still loves you. You're still made in his image. He will not think any less of you for taking a moment and regrouping. Your life is your choice. But I'm telling you now, these studies have made such a huge difference for me emotionally. I can't begin to tell you. I feel like a different person because of these studies. And when I do falter, as with this one, sorry, a truck just went by. When I do falter, you know what happens? I pick myself up and I start again, because we are loved. We are made to be loved. We are made to be in his image. And anybody who tells you anything differently isn't telling you the truth. I'm sorry to say that, but that is reality. You are loved. No, you're beloved, not just loved. And so if you're feeling like, gee, I never thought I was creative until 2 years ago. I knew I could do creative writing, but that's a totally different skill set, isn't it? And so I picked up a planner and I picked up a study that I hadn't finished, and I walked forward. My message to you on this channel is always, I try to always be positive, not in a toxic positivity kind of way, but I want you to know something. You matter. Investing in yourself is never wrong. And if you're taking the time today to hear this, I want you to really embrace what I'm saying, please. Because if you had told me 2 years ago I would be doing all these videos and I would be creating, I got news for you. I am working on several other projects in regards to this channel that involve creating in a different way. I'm not going to explain it at this moment, but trust me when I tell you, when you open that door to allowing yourself creative spaces and time for you, it makes all the difference. And you know what I could be doing today in this moment as I'm catching up? I could be criticizing myself. I could be doing something that wastes my time. I could be doing a whole lot of nothing. And I have stuff to do, believe me. I have to clean. I just before swept the steps because, I have 2 cats and I have ridiculous amounts of hair, and you get the idea. And I have more to do today. But at this moment, I pushed back and said, no, today I'm going to invest in me. And I'm going to invest in God, and I'm going to invest in Jesus. And so here we are. And I will never, ever be sad for this moment that I took this time. And if it's possible, believe me, I have worked 2 jobs at once, raising a special needs kid. Oh, by the way, and I was writing a dissertation, and I'm not telling you just because I did that, you can do it. What I'm saying is life is really beastly sometimes. And sometimes it makes us feel like we're just scrubbing along, and that's not right and not fair, but I'm being honest with you. Well, guess what? It's time to see yourself through the lens that God sees you with. Psalm 139, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Okay? You really are. And what I hope you gain from this video, but also my channel, is a real sense that we are life warriors. Lord knows we're life warriors. Oops. But we're going to keep on keeping on, and we're going to praise him, and we're going to walk forth in his light. Let me share with you the verse that I just wrote because I think it really applies. Psalm 31, 23 through 24. Let's fix that. Love the Lord, all his faithful people. The Lord preserves those who are true to him, but the proud he pays back in full. Be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord. Boom. You're loved. You're important. You matter. And I want you to invest in you. So my challenge for you today is you don't have to do this. Not everybody wants to or is interested in doing this, but I need you to take 5 minutes. If that's all you can give, that's still 5 minutes. And I'm not going to cry, but I'm tempted to. I have been in that situation where 5 minutes is like, you're lucky you can have it. And I know what that feels like. Okay? And I'm reaching out to you because I too was broken. I too was bereft. And slowly, I realized that he would heal me, but I had to do my part. And this is it. Be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord. That's about us, friends. Okay, and this verse here is just perfect for this. So I want to share what she wrote after the psalm, and I think this is really important, friends. Seek God as your source. Seek him first. He will give you the courage to be bold. Isn't that wonderful? I almost want to highlight that, but except I only highlight the verses. Use your gifts, abilities, and yes, disabilities, that's me, to draw attention to him. Spend time in his word. Feed your spirit daily. Reach out to others. Stay as beautiful as you can be, inside and outside, and never forget whom you represent. Talk yourself through difficulties. Literally, tell yourself you can overcome any obstacle. Boom. And then the next verse is my favorite gospel, Matthew 11, 28 through 30. If you are tired from carrying heavy burdens, come to me. You know that's Jesus. I will give you rest. Take the yoke I give you. Put it on your shoulders and learn from me. I am gentle and humble, and you will find rest. The yoke is easy to bear, and this burden is light. And I wrote the learn from me here. So today was me reaching out, okay? Me reaching out to others to feed my spirit and hopefully feed yours. And I just want to remind you of something. The easy way is to listen to the world and say, yeah, I never finish anything. Yeah, I'm not that creative. Yeah, and pile up the negative bricks in your life. And guess what? They're not the truth. This is the truth of who you are. This is the beauty of who you are, okay? Be true to him, and you know, he will pay you back in full. So I don't mean to sound preachy today, but I think it's really important. And this for me is definitely not only feeding my soul, it's self-care. And I got back up on the horse. And now here we are today. And now I will go forward and do wait, is this today? I'm losing track. I still have this week to do, I guess is what I'm saying, but that's okay. I will do the same process I just did here, and I will catch back up. I hope this inspires you in your own life and in your faith. And yes, I've got news for you. You're probably creative and you don't know it. This is the story of the king. Have a blessed week, my dear planner friends. Bye.